time, we'd like to give a birthday shout out to one of the assistant coaches for the Page Sand Devils, Roberto Flores. Happy birthday, Roberto.
get you ready for this one in Winter Rock. Don't forget, if you're watching right now on the Sports Zone Radio Facebook or YouTube channels, we will only show you the first moment or so of the game, and then it will be up to you to find us on our pay-per-view channel and watch the game, the rest of the game live right there as you take a look at the Chinle Wildcats. Getting ready for this one. Intensity, spirituality, and a great game in front. It's the number 1 seeded Chinle Wildcats getting set to take on the Page Sand Devils. Page number 1, Chinle number 2 in the seedings. Let's turn it over to our public address announcer, Nate DeHosie.
Senior number 5, Caleb Davis. Senior number 10, Elijah Yazzie. Freshman number 13, Bradley McCurtain. Sophomore number 20, Danny Hallwood. Sophomore number 30, Colin Laughing. Freshman number 32, Bryce Burbank. Sophomore number 33, Caleb Guy. Senior number 35, Samuel Davis. And senior number 45, Shane Jones. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the Wildcats. Guard, junior guard number 1, Rainen Parker. At forward, a junior number 11, Jaden Lee. At forward, a senior number 23, Royston Tom. At guard, a senior number 24, Caleb Denisosi. And playing the post position, a junior number 34, Aiden Kiplichi. This is the lineup for the Chinle Wildcats. Head coach, CJ Woods.
There's your starters for this one, the boys' championship game.
The Page Sand Devils. Introducing first
let's get the number 1
freshman number 2, Jacoby Daniels. Freshman number 3, Justin Rivers. Sophomore number 5, Adrian Donald. Freshman number 11, Noah Reed. Sophomore number 12, Andy Hawker. Junior number 14, Shamario Lee. Junior number 15, Caleb Nix. Junior number 20, Dwayne Gamble. And senior number 25, Keegan Sombrero. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the Page Sand Devils. At guard, a junior number 1, Joseph Bonelli. At guard, a junior number 4, Maximus Reed. At forward, a senior number 21, Jackson Smith. Playing the center position, a senior number 30, Talon Herder. And forward, senior number 33, Tyree Stingley. This is the starting lineup for the Page Sand Devils head coach, Justin Smith.
All right, I jumped ahead of myself a moment ago, and I apologize for that because I forgot that we had to announce the home team, or the designated home team, the number 1 seed in the tournament, Page Sand Devils. Hey, we all make our mistakes, right? Plus, it's been a long day. Plus, there is a lot going on behind the scenes here as we get set to bring you the action From Window Rock, the Fighting Scots Event Center, let's get the boys' championship game underway in the 3A North for 2025. Here comes the tip, and that one controlled by the Page Sand Devils. Joey Benali goes right to work. That shot no good. It will glance off there, and it's rebounded by the Wildcats. Caleb Dennett-Sosi, yesterday's Sports Zone Player of the Game in the semifinal Chinle Wildcat victory. Caleb gets the ball over to his teammate Jaden Lee. And now the step back for Royston Tom. His three is no good. And it's rebounded by Tyree Stingley. The boys' championship game is underway in Window Rock. Tyree Stingley way downtown, and he decides, you got to play defense on me, Caleb. Dennett-Sosi gave him just a step, and you see Tyree is fearless. No matter how far you put him outside the arc. Here is a Jaden Lee shot to match it. And Jaden's got the first points of the game for the Wildcats. They tied at 3 points as we get it underway in this broadcast of Northland basketball. Rainen Parker gets a steal. Jaden Lee back to Rainen, and his three goes right through. And the Wildcats get their first lead of the afternoon. Chinle 6, Page 3, and Tyree says, I'll try another deep shot downtown. That one a little bit off the mark, and the Wildcats will have it. Aiden Kinlichey on the baseline, in the paint. Unable to make the shot. And swiping down the rebound is Tyree Stingley. Joey Benali, drop back, Max Reed, right side, Jackson Smith. And his three try is no good. It's Rainen Parker for the rebound. So we are going to end our Sports Zone Radio YouTube and Facebook broadcasts right now and remind you that if you want to watch the rest of this 2025 3A North Region Boys Championship game, the thing for you to do is to go to the Sports Zone Radio Facebook page, and look for any number of our posts. We have several posts we've put up in the last 3 days that have the link for you to subscribe for the pay-per-view option. And you can watch it right there on that same link. That's the same link that you're going to use to watch our broadcast, okay? You subscribe and you also watch on that very same link. You find it on our Sports Zone Radio Facebook page. And with this three on the way, off the back iron, no good, and a ball kicked out of bounds, that will put an end to this brief portion of your opportunity to watch on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Again, join us by looking for that link, following that link for the pay-per-view on our Sports Zone Radio Facebook page.
White ball. That's on number 1, Rainen Parker, his second. Wildcat second team foul. Checking in for Chinle, number 20.
So our time there, you see it, 5:27 on the clock in the first quarter. Inbound for the Sand Devils. Max Reed has it. Joey Benali. Tyree Stingley, and so quick with the pivot right there. I think he might have just got away with the little travel. And that's all right. Championship action here for you, everybody. And an inbound on the way for the Sand Devils. Comes into Jackson Smith. And a long shot downtown. Tyree Stingley, that'll rim off. Controlled by Aiden Kinlichey. And Aiden is going to be guilty of leading with the shoulder. That'll be Aiden's first foul so far in the game. Third team foul on the Wildcats. Well, they made some changes. And sophomore Danny Hallwood, number 20, is in the game. Coach C.J. Woods was talking about Danny. He is the guy that took that elbow yesterday to his forehead and produced a lot of blood on the floor, and he had to get stitches, and at least I believe it was stitches. He's got a big bandage now across his right eyebrow, and that ain't stopping this young man. He's out there. He's look at who's got to guard. He's got to guard Tyree Stingley. And Tyree gets him on his back foot, let's just say. But give Danny a lot of credit for toughing it out, being out there and getting in the rotation early on for Coach C.J. Woods. Coach Woods said about him, he was just really complimentary of him. He's been a JV player who got called up and started a game. There's Danny right there. He got a chance to start yesterday's semifinal game here in the regional tournament. That's how hard this guy has worked and how much he has done to earn the trust of head coach C.J. Woods. Inbound to Jaden Lee, now outside. Chinle, the head fake. Back outside. Caleb Dennett-Sosi picks up his dribble, guarded by Tyree Stingley. Look at Tyree, look at the reach. Makes it tough on him. That ball is tipped out of bounds. The Wildcats to throw in right here. Tyree Stingley could play college sports at a high level in a couple of different sports. Basketball, I believe, is the chosen sport for him, but he could also go a long way in football if he chose to. Chinle in the paint, misses that shot. Smith travels on the rebound. Yeah, that's the right call. Jackson not going to agree with the call, but he tried to keep that pivot foot standing. He dragged it a little bit. A little too much for the liking of that official. And a ball knocked out of bounds. Reset for the Wildcats, 28 seconds on the shot clock. Well, the teams began with a flurry, didn't they? A couple of threes for the Wildcats early on. Big three-point shot right from the get-go for the Sand Devils by Stingley, and then they've gone pretty cold out there. There's a miss inside the paint. We haven't seen any real offense for a little while. Shot goes up, no good for Joey Benali. And it's Dennett-Sosi for the Wildcats rebound. Royston Tom now toward the corner. Chinle. And a tough pass to handle. That was right in the toughest spot. A little short hop to Chinle, who gets relieved. He gets a chance to go take a rest. And replacing him is Colin Laughing, number 30. Colin into the game. There is that sharp-dressed man on the sideline, C.J. Woods. Patrolling out there for the Chinle Wildcats. And Coach Justin Smith. He chose to go sportswear versus dinner jacket for C.J. Woods. And Tyree goes inside to get his second basket. 6'5" Wildcats. And they bounce a pass right into Max Reed's hands. Jaden Lee tips it and steals it for the Wildcats. Colin Laughing to the corner. Royston wide open. And it's down in the hands of the Sand Devils. Jacoby Daniels, number 2, has come into the game. Drive, and that'll be a blocking foul. There was a hesitation there, a moment where the fans and this broadcaster right here were waiting to see what the official was going to call. And he ends up calling the defense. Again, let's see it again. I want to see that. And by the way, White, let's see. Should it be a shooting foul, first of all?
Returning for the Sand Devils, Jackson Smith.
You be the judge. Folks, you be the judge on that one. It is a foul on Jaden Lee. And a 3 on the way from the inbound for Tyree Stingley. No good. Wildcats. Caleb Dennett-Sosi feeds Colin Laughing. And look at the shot that almost went in. 2 shots on the way for Colin. The guy that got him was Jackson Smith inside. That's the very first foul on Jackson.
Colin Laughing at the line, shooting 2.
guy is Colin Laughing. So we got numbers. We got numbers issues. I got to have a word with. I'm going to have a word. A very serious heart-to-heart word, strongly worded word with C.J. Woods, the head coach of Chinle. I don't know, it's almost like a strategy. He keeps changing the numbers. Every time I do a Chinle game, the guys are wearing different numbers. Colin was wearing 20 yesterday. Now he's wearing 30. Travel on Talon Herder. So yeah, I'm going to issue a strongly worded memo to C.J. Woods. I'm not sure he's going to listen to me or even care about it, but we'll do that. Hey, how about those? Those are some sharp-looking shoes right there. The yellow with black trim for Caleb Denitsosi. His pass is going to skip off, saved in by Herder, and then knocked out by Caleb Denitsosi. Caleb's shoes, well, I got to say, those are my favorite shoes yet. My favorite shoes in the entire tournament right there so far. Those patent leather beauties right there. It's a lot of yellow, okay? You got to like yellow. And certainly they do remind one of the Pittsburgh Steelers, whom I hate. I dearly hate the Steelers. That one out of bounds. The Wildcats take back over. And we'll get a timeout. 1:04 remaining first quarter. Timeout, Sand Devils. 7-5 lead for the Wildcats. We'll grab one as well. Stand by. The 3A North Region Boys Championship. Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a two-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
From the timeout, we get a Wildcat foul. And that foul is... The foul is on Colin Laughing, I believe. Colin Laughing, the guy that just committed his first foul. No, it wasn't Colin. Sorry. I am entirely not sure who was wearing it. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Danny Hallwood. Pardon me on that. Danny is wearing number 20 today. See, I had him at 21 yesterday, and I know who Danny is. Here's a whistle. And a foul this time on Colin Laughing. Have a seat. We are going to, we have the privilege of welcoming in a moment the President of the Navajo Nation. Now we'll have to get him set up with a headset.
Out of bounds. Sand Devils ball.
And I also have to. Got to do a little change here. And at this point, we should be able to hear the President of the Navajo Nation, Boo Nygren, joining us. President Nygren, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, my friend.
Okay, very good. You're only going to hear yourself in one channel, but that's okay. All right. Probably only hear yourself on one side as a long pass goes up at the buzzer. And a somewhat futile first quarter between these two teams. Chinle leads Page 7-5 at the end of the first. We're just going to stay here, guys. We'll stay right here through the break as we welcome to our broadcast the president, and my first chance to ever meet Boo Nygren, the president of the Navajo Nation. It's very good to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, and really just watching the game. The first game, the girls' game, was a wonderful game. And then just sitting here watching this game, a very tight game, 5-7, and the crowd, there's a lot of energy behind it, which makes it even more exciting. So really excited, and I can't believe you do this all the time, guy.
I get to do this all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's really kind of the best thing I get to do. I mean, we're doing sports all the time here at the Sports Zone year-round, and there is nothing like this experience, nothing like this fan group, and the passion that the fans bring here on the Navajo Nation.
No, it's definitely exciting. I remember when they made the announcement earlier, I love it because you can't tell whether they're booing me or not booing me, because it's like, my name is Boo, and so that's what makes it exciting as well, too. So I always get a kick out of it.
So it doesn't matter what they say. You can turn it into a positive.
I feel so good the louder it gets.
Okay. Okay.
But now,
so let me ask you, where did you go to high school?
I went to high school, Red Mesa.
Okay.
So a lot smaller than both of these teams. Definitely, I think that these teams are definitely high caliber. They move, they're quick, and just the way they're playing tonight is just high-level basketball.
Couldn't agree more. Red Mesa, we've seen some quality basketball clubs come out of Red Mesa for sure, and they have at times been one of the forces in two-way basketball. But okay, so far kind of north, what is that, northeast portion of the state?
Yep, near the Four Corners area, the Four Corners area.
And almost centrally located across the entire Navajo Nation, a little north. But
it's a little tricky because it's in northern Navajo, because growing up you go shopping in Farmington, or you go to Shiprock, or you can go to Utah on the Blanding and Montezuma Creek side, but it all was just right there. And I went to school. I was living in Utah, went to school in Arizona.
There is where are you? Across the border, go to school. While the officials are talking things over.
Okay.
Brian Sosi and Jake Udall, those two officials there in that conference, and they have determined the basketball to belong. Do we have a shot of that? Let's see if we know what the see, there was the inbound. Oh, I got you. It was the question of whether or not he was in backcourt, and he caught the ball in the air, but where it looked like he caught the ball was possibly on the other side. I have no idea on that rule. I've always been mystified on it. We're back to the action, and the ball at the top of the key. Danny Hallwood has it, and the bounce pass to Aiden Kinlichey. A little struggle, but he retains it. The spin, the pass, and Royston Tom has the 2 points. This is what you're here for, isn't it?
This is what I'm here for. You have like 8 eyes or something. Nothing goes past you, guy. While I'm speaking to you, you know all the names, you know where the ball's going.
Well, listen, we get a chance to cover these teams all the time, and you get to know the kids, and they're so wonderful. The kids are what it's all about, their families, the fans. And these are real live superstars out here.
They are.
The young kids look up to these guys on the floor, and to get the chance to play on this stage in front of this crowd, I mean, there's nothing else like it.
There's definitely nothing else like it, because you get 3 big schools from the near and on the reservation to come out, and they're fans from all over Western, Central Navajo. Couldn't get any better.
Shot goes up, and no good for the Wildcats. Here's Joey Benali with the basketball. Joey going to test Jaden Lee and look for the foul. Didn't get it. Rebound to Aiden Kinlichey, and Raymond Parker will take this one up into front court for the Wildcats. Left side, Royston Tom, step back. Smith covered him, off to Jaden Lee across the paint, and the shot is good for Jaden. So
I'm going to have to take some pointers from you. I like the way you're announcing. I got to improve my radio skills now.
Well, listen, I heard you making an announcement. You did a program on, I believe it was KWRK. Is that the name of the radio station?
Yeah.
I was listening to you a couple of days ago in the evening, a program, and no, I'm the guy that needs to take the lessons from you. Your delivery was so great, so crisp, and of course, you speak the native language so well. which I find, it's a beautiful language. I don't understand hardly anything. And maybe you could call a little bit of the action right here in Navajo.
I'm sorry. I got to get in the zone. That's usually my Thursday morning zone.
Yeah,
I call that my Thursday morning Navajo zone.
Is that what that is?
That's what it is.
And you do that program regularly?
Regularly, every week, 1 o'clock and 5:30 on all the major radio stations on Navajo.
Yeah, sounds great. It's like a fireside chat.
And I also announced that I was going to be at this game tonight, too.
You announced what?
On Thursday, I was like, I'm going to see you at the Chinle at the 3A North tournament this weekend.
Oh, very good, very good. Very good. Inbound, Joey Benali, and the shot rolls off. That'll be a goaltending. And Joey will get credit for the score. That's actually the first points of the game for Benali, which is a little surprising. That it took him that long to get those points. Here's one. Downtown, Royston Tom splashes that one for the Wildcats.
He wasn't wasting no time on that one.
Big shot in the championship game, and the Wildcats, the number 2 seed in the tournament, doubled up the number 1 seed right now, and that went off the front iron. So it's all going Wildcats' direction at the moment. About the halfway mark, or closing in on the halfway mark of the second quarter of this 3A North Region Championship game. So I want to ask you a question. We were kind of scanning the audience earlier, and we were looking for some cowboy hats, and we were showing those hats. There's a handful of great cowboy hats out there. But you wear a hat, and all I know it as, I grew up in the area, I grew up in Holbrook. I just know that hat you have that's a Navajo hat to me. Yeah. The one you wear, this one right here.
This one right here, yeah.
The kind of the unshaped felt cowboy hat. You can turn that into a cowboy if you wanted to. What do you call that hat?
I do call it the old school Navajo hat because I used to see grandpas wearing it in old portraits and pictures like that.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, why not have one of those hats when I started growing my hair out? Because I didn't start growing my hair out until I was 30.
Okay.
And then I said, I'm going to embrace being Navajo and grow my hair and have a nice hair bun, and then having a Che hat along with it really, whoa.
Well, it's great. I love the hat. And it is, if we didn't recognize you in any other way as you're walking up, we could see you in that hat and we'd know exactly who you are. That's a great hat. Well, give you just the last moment to, anything you want to say. The floor is yours. Anything you want to say to the audience as we watch this great championship game?
I think main thing is sports and basketball brings families together. And main thing, win or lose, continue to encourage your children. That's part of the process. That's part of development. That's part of becoming a better person in life. Whether you win or you lose, what counts the most is how hard you work every single day. Because the only way you're going to know if you're going to win or lose is you got to put your best foot forward, and you just keep continuing moving forward. And that's what I feel like these athletes learn as they're leaving high school. Because after high school basketball, we really want our Navajo people, our Navajo athletes to be successful, whether they become attorneys, lawyers, scientists, police officers, veterans, whatever they may be. It's just that use that same work mentality and move forward. And that's all I could say to the audience is continue to have faith and believe in your kids all the way until they're 30 plus. And then hopefully after that, they'll return the favor.
So grateful for you stopping by to say hi to us and a chance to meet you. President Bunagra.
Appreciate you, guy.
You bet. Have a great day. There is the president of the Navajo Nation. There is a travel out on the floor. Tyree Stingley a moment ago connecting on that shot inside. And the score here is Chinle 14, Page 9. With 3:29 remaining in the first half of this one. Coach C.J. Woods getting a couple of guys off the bench into the game. Here comes Jaden Lee into the contest. Back onto the floor for the Wildcats. And they are going to try to see if they can hang on to a 5-point lead over the number 1 seed in the tournament, the Page Sand Devils. And we'll get an offensive foul away from the ball, loose ball foul, or an off-ball foul that is committed by Jacoby Daniels. Jacoby committing that one. And the inbound on the way, Rainen Parker will get the ball in. Coming into the game is Caleb Davis. Caleb has made his entry into this one for the Wildcats. Step back by Parker, but Max Reed is right there defensively. Kinlichi outside. And Caleb's pass to Rainen. Rainen for the 3. It's no good. Daniels will scoop it up and toss it out to Max Reed. Reed up the floor, left side, and here's Talon Herder. And Talon strong to the basket. Count the shot. give him the foul, and it's Caleb Davis defensively trying to take the charge. Instead, Caleb is going to be given his first foul of the game. Talon Herder with the big shot, and he liked it. We'll see if he can add a point here, make it a 2-point difference. And that is 5 straight scored by the Sand Devils to make this a 2-point game. And we'll get a timeout from the Chinle bench. Stand by, everybody. More from the championship game coming up from Winter Rock. It's Northland basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
We are back in from the timeout. And we get, as you watch the replay right there is Tyree Stingley's foul. He didn't care a whole lot for the call, but it was the right call. You see the contact that he made. You know, basketball players, I don't know if it's just part of the game that you have to have where, you know, you got to deny everything or whether or not they really can't tell in the heat of the moment whether they made contact. Don't know, but off the screen, great ball screen out there provided. Was that Chinle? I don't know. Jaden Lee knocking down the big 3 right there for the Wildcats, and their lead is now 16-12. Yeah, Chinle gives him the screen. Gave him a wide open look at it. Into the game now for the Wildcats is Caleb Guy. See, the numbers aren't what I need them to be because I don't know what the numbers are. Yesterday Caleb was 50, today's 33. Joey Benali though is money right there. Downtown and a big shot gets us to a 1-point game. Jump shot from the foul line. Bennett Sosi stretches it back out. That's Caleb with the shot. For Bennett Sosi, his first points of the game. Talon Herder underneath. Couldn't get the shot. Got away with the little love tap right there as he tried to get the rebound from Raymond Parker. Chinle on the weave, in the paint. Took an extra step. A minute 13 remaining in the first half. Guys, can we get a shot of the assistant coaches on the Page bench anytime soon? Yeah, let's pull in there and because we got to give a birthday shout out to a legend of Northland basketball with the ball cap right there and the glasses, Roberto Flores. Roberto Flores, his uncle stopped by before the game and said, hey, it's Roberto's birthday. Can you give him a shout out? Well, guess what? Of course we can give Roberto, one of our all-time favorite basketball players, and just an all-around righteous dude. What a guy. And naturally we can give him a shout-out. So happy birthday to Roberto Flores. Benali, 1 for 2. Rebound, Caleb Dennett Sosi up the left side. Caleb Guy attacks, dishes. And Hallwood escapes the defenders, but his shot is a little bit off the mark there. It's Max Reed on the rebound for the Sand Devils. 18, 16, And from downtown, Joey Manali finally connects from distance. And I should say finally his second three here in the game. Joey's got 9 points by my count. Closing out the first half. There's the ball tipped. Caleb Guy picks it up, left corner. And Royston Tom unable to make his shot. Rebound, Talon Herder. Sand Devils. Benali. Guarded by Caleb Guy. Look at the hands. Caleb relentless on defense. Running out of time. Gotta shoot it. Nope, Max took one step too many. And it won't get off in time. Our score, Page 19, Chinle 18. Into halftime we go with the Sand Devils, the top seed, grabbing that lead ultimately here as we close out the first half. And we'll break it down on the halftime report. The girls 3A North three-point shooting championship at halftime as well. They bring out the balls and get that going here in just a moment. Stand by. We'll take a timeout. And halftime is next. It is the 3A North Region Championship game, Northland Basketball, presented by the Sports Zone.
In years past, when you needed expert medical care, you may have overlooked one credible local healthcare provider. White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic is your destination for specialized care, orthopedics, podiatry, behavioral health, and advanced interventional pain management. And it's all closer than you think. Located in Springerville, White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Are you still using a generator? Well, there's a better way. Navajo Power Home is the solar service provider for your off-grid home on the Navajo Nation. Navajo Power Home offers 3 different plans to choose from to meet the needs of your household. All plans include installation, in-home consultation, and lifetime maintenance. Get quality, hassle-free electricity today, no home site lease required.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Hey, Hey, Lifeline phone users, important newsflash. If you don't use your phone regularly, it could get deactivated. Remember, use it, don't lose it. Call, text, or go online weekly to keep your free benefit active. Cellular One is here to keep you connected with our free Lifeline phone program, offering unlimited talk and text nationwide, plus 5 gigabytes of high-speed data. Stay connected with the largest, most reliable network on the Navajo Nation. Visit your nearest Cellular One store or mycellularone.com for details.
Are you still using a generator? Well, there's a better way. Navajo Power Home is the solar service provider for your off-grid home on the Navajo Nation. Navajo Power Home offers 3 different plans to choose from to meet the needs of your household. All plans include installation, in-home consultation, and lifetime maintenance. Get quality, hassle-free electricity today. No home site lease required.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Have you heard the big news? At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, we are bigger and better than ever. With our newly expanded emergency room facility and capabilities, we are even better equipped to handle your urgent needs with the care and efficiency you deserve. Discover the new standard in healthcare right in your backyard. Choose White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, where specialized and emergency care are now within reach.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Wow!
Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cash Back. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
All right, we're at halftime here. Halftime of the Boys 3A North Region Championship game. Page 19, Chinle 18. The Sand Devils are the number 1 seed in the tournament. Chinle is the number 2 seed. Chinle finished second in the region standings with a 7-3 overall record. Sand Devils were undefeated in the North, 10-0. And by the way, Tuba City finished third at 6-4. Sand Devils, undefeated, did face Chinle twice this year, beat them back on January 7th by a final score of 50-35. And then just a few days ago, a week and a half ago on January 28th, much closer game, this time at the Wildcat Den, and the final score was 49-45. Page defeated Chinle in that game. And you're asking yourself, what are the overall records of these teams, aren't you? 19-5, that's the Sand Devils, 19-5, and the Wildcats are 17-9 overall. And we got a championship game going on out there. It's halftime here in this one, halftime of the game. The leading scorer out there for the Sand Devils is Joey Benali. Got a slow start, but in the second quarter, he ignited the fire. 9 points in the game, and all of that in the second quarter for Benali. Tyree Stingley hit the first shot of the game. It was a 3. And then after several 3-point shots, never made another one of those. He finishes up with 7 points in the first half. And Talon Herder has 3 points in the game. The Chinle Wildcats are led by Jaden Lee's 7 points, and then Royston Tom with 5. 3 points in the game for Rainen Parker, 2 points for Colin Laughing. That's Caleb Dennett Sosi with 2 points, and then Colin Laughing has 1 point. And those are the Wildcat totals. Stand by. We're going to grab a timeout. We'll return to our halftime breakdown in a moment. And when we do, we're going to tell you more about the upcoming Copper State basketball tournament. Postseason tournament that begins this coming week. The girls start on Tuesday, and we are working out our schedule for that. Might be at Tuba City. Tuba City hosting Ganado. Might be at Snowflake. The Lobos hosting Monument Valley. Might be at Shoalo. The Shoalo Cougars hosting the Joseph City Wildcats. So we're working things out, and we'll figure out where our coverage finds us on Tuesday, and we'll let you know about the boys as well in the Copper State tournament. All right, our score here. Page 19, Chinle 18. Stand by for more. For more of the 3A North Region Boys Championship game, it's Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Wow!
Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-597. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cashback. Woohoo!
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Have you heard the big news? At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, we are bigger and better than ever. With our newly expanded emergency room facility and capabilities, we are even better equipped to handle your urgent needs with the care and efficiency you deserve. Discover the new standard in healthcare right in your backyard. Choose White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, where specialized and emergency care are now within reach.
They got some Journey going on the loudspeaker system here at Window Rock, and why not, right? Don't stop believing. Good advice to the basketball teams here in the tournament and these teams getting ready for the postseason. Take a look at the highlights. There's that first shot of the game that the Sand Devils collected. A long 3 by Tyrese Stingley. He tried multiple threes in that first half and only made that first one. And then Rainen Parker delivering on that jump shot. Look at some more of the highlights from the first half while I take you through the upcoming Copper State Championship bracket. So coming up on February 12th, and what is this RU anyway? But on February 12th, first round of the Copper State Championship Tournament, the only team that we cover in Northland basketball to make it into the tournament is the Page Sand Devils. Chinle didn't make it. Snowflake didn't make it. Holbrook didn't make it. Holbrook's got a good boys team. None of those teams are going to get a play in that postseason tournament. Only the Sand Devils And Page is going to travel to Yuma Catholic. So I don't know. Yuma Catholic's got this kind of smaller and a little bit older football stadium that we have been at and we have broadcast from many years ago. I don't know about their basketball arena, their gym, but I got the feeling it's probably pretty cramped quarters at Yuma Catholic. Not positive. And so the likelihood that we will travel to cover Page on Wednesday is somewhat limited. But we'll find out. Maybe we'll send Julio and Jessica, provide us some tag team coverage of that. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's 6 hours and 36 minutes from my doorstep. 448 miles. Oh, from Page High School, sorry. 6.5 hours driving for the Sand Devils from their doorstep to Yuma Catholic. So leave early and then get there and then hang out and refresh yourselves and get ready for a game. That's what you do. And Yuma Catholic is very good. Very good. The Yuma Catholic Shamrocks are the number 5 seed in the upcoming Copper State Championship Tournament. And how about the girls? How about the girls? Let's find out what's going on. So Chinle hosts St. John's this coming Tuesday, 7 p.m. at the Wildcat Den. Tuba City will host Ganado. The Page Sand Devils are at home against Payson. Miami is at home against Valley Christian. Snowflake will host Monument Valley in a girls' game. Sholo at home versus Joseph City. San Carlos will host Push Ridge on Tuesday. And Phoenix Country Day will be hosting Fountain Hills. All of that on Tuesday in the first round of the girls' Copper State Championship Tournament. The small schools open division tournament. About ready for the second half. Teams are out here and ready to go. Welcome in. The inbound pass controlled by the Chinle Wildcats. And we're back to the 3A North Region Boys Championship game here. Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone. Our thanks goes out to some great sponsors like Navajo Power Home, Sholo Ford, Holbrook Family Dentistry, White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Thank you to the greatest fans in basketball for joining us on our pay-per-view broadcast of this boys championship game in Window Rock, 2025 the year. And a lob inside that is stolen and taken away by Jaden Lee. Wildcats, Royston Tom from the angle drives, and a blocking foul. Talon Herder tried to take the charge, but Talon got nabbed. Two fouls now in the game on Talon. And Royston Tom will try to make him pay with a couple of foul shots. So far, on the first try, he did not make him pay. That one will bang its way home. And Royston ties the game at 19. Welcome into the second half of this boys championship game. We have been privileged so many times to call these championships in the 3A North. And the energy is incomparable. If you didn't make it, you know, whatever you're watching hopefully captures the essence of what's happening at the arena. And we do our best to try to bring it to you on our broadcast, but there's nothing like being here, I can tell you that. Joey Benali lets it go. And right at the last second, Jaden Lee got a hand out there, and I think that it affected things on the release from Benali. Back into the hands of the Sand Devils. They got the offensive rebound, and here comes Benali, left side to Jackson Smith. Joey is wearing number 1. Jackson Smith wears number 21. Also, Tyrese Stingley, number 33, starts the second half for Coach Justin Smith and the Sand Devils. Talon Herder, number 30, and Max Reed, number 4, round out the 5 on the floor for the number 1 seed in the tournament. And the rebound is pulled down by Tyree Stingley. He gives it up right side to Joey Benali. And Joey called for a player control foul. 2 fouls in the game on Joey.
Player control foul number 4, Maximus.
Can't do it.
His second.
Just not allowed in this day and age. That was a foul in any day and age, actually, on the offensive player. Under 6 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. A pull-up jump shot for Rainin Parker, no good. Jackson Smith rebound. Here are your 5 Wildcat defenders on the floor right now. Number 11, Jaden Lee. Number 34, Aiden Kinlichie. Number 24, Caleb Denitsosi knocks the dribble away from Max Reed and causes the steal. Number 1, Rainin Parker. Kinlichie will launch that 3, no good. And number 23, Royston Tom collects in that loose ball. Downtown for Rainin. It's no good. Rebounded by the Sand Devils. And Rainin Parker intercepts his pass. Hesitation back outside. 3 on the way. Count it for Jaden Lee. Wildcats back in front here, 22-19. And Benali buries it, ends up on his back. It was some post-release contact, just a little bit. It was enough to knock Joey down, but it don't matter because he delivers on the 3-point basket. Wildcats. Little screen given to Rainin Parker, and he gets called. It's a palming. Palming the ball out of bounds to the Page Sand Devils. Here's the inbound. Right side, Stingley. They'll swing it around. Smith. A little off the front iron, and Tyree Stingley on the tip. He's got it inside. Talon Herder. He got too far under. Smith couldn't make that shot. May have gotten away with a little foul after the rebound. So the officials are letting these guys play a little bit. CJ Woods, head coach Chinle, calls timeouts. And we'll grab one as well. We're locked into a 22-21 shootout in the boys championship game. Northland basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at ShowLowFord.com.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Aiden Kinlichie with the Wildcats foul. Here's the lob under. And a foul called on the Jackson Smith try. Wildcats whistled again here in the quarter. That'll be the first foul today on Royston Tom.
Jackson Smith, shooting 2.
Sand Devils at the foul line. And Jackson Smith short on the try. The 3A North Region Basketball Championship game here in Winter Rock. The culmination of 3 days of great basketball played by the teams in the North. The 1 seed, the Sand Devils, the 2 seed, the Wildcats. And the free throw good by Jackson Smith. Smith will check out. Jacoby Daniels will come in for the Sand Devils. He wears jersey number 2 on the floor now. And Danny Hallwood with a little swelling above his right eyebrow area. And I think some stitches right there covered up by that bandage. He will walk it up. Lost the handles on it, but I got to believe that his vision's somewhat impaired on that side because he's got a lot of swelling right there. But he's toughing it out because that's just what you do in a championship game. Spin move and a pass along the baseline by Tyree to Talon. And then Tyree from the corner. Tyree Stingley. So good out there. And so tough to guard. He gets great elevation. He's got that reach. I don't know, is it possible to block a Tyree Stingley jump shot? I think it's impossible. I don't think that Ralph Sampson himself could block that shot. I mean, maybe Hakeem.
Block warning.
Maybe Olajuwon, but I just don't know anybody else that could block that shot as you look at the foul underneath. Or something. I'm looking for some kind of indication as to who got the foul, and I don't see it. So maybe not a foul. 2.5 on the clock, third quarter. Sand Devils, top of the key. Max Reed outside. Jacoby Daniels. Back to Reed. 2:20 remaining in the corner, and a pull-up for Benali. Wants it, but that's good defense by Raymond Parker. Made it tough. Rebound Sand Devils. Max Reed off the glass will not be able to get it to stay down. 26-21. And there's Raymond getting involved in the second half. Raymond Parker. Tyree Stingley connecting right there. And the crowd is going to erupt on that one. Talon Herder doing a great job to take that charge. Jaden Lee will get a second foul of the game. Actually, 3 fouls now. 3 fouls on Jaden Lee. Jump shot for Benali. Boy, Joey just can't seem to find the range yet. The Sand Devils, if he does, watch out. There's a whistle on Parker, and Parker's got 3 fouls in the game already for the Wildcats. We've got plenty of basketball left right here. Inbound, Max Reed. And Parker's going to steal a pass intended for Stingley. Pull up. No good on the 3. Saved in Wildcats, but they save it in to Stingley. Benali pulls up, looking for some contact. Doesn't understand why he didn't get it. Thought he'd get a foul right there, but no foul called. And Joey showing a little frustration out there. 29-23 is our score. And we'll get a whistle.
Foul on number 1, Joey Benali. His second. Sand Devils 13 foul. Returning for the Wildcats.
2 fouls in the game on
Sand Devils ball.
On Benali.
Wildcats ball.
No good on the Wildcat shot. Benali right there. How about that move by Tyree Stingley? Here's a shot. No good. Talon Herder followed. No good. These two teams so good offensively, and just finding some ongoing rhythm has been hard to come by. Raymond Parker with a beautiful left-handed Reverse lay-in right there. Good looking shot. Final shot of the quarter. We'll get a foul. Offensive foul on Talon Herder. Closing out the quarter, 5 seconds. Sand Devils will have a chance on their end of the floor. At least the end they're shooting at. See if they can run a little tip play. They don't need to, actually. They could catch it and take a step and then shoot. Max Reed had more time than he thought, but not going to make it at the buzzer. We'll end the third quarter. Low-scoring game here. 29-25 in the boys 3A North Region Championship game for 2025. Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone. Stand by.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
All right, we're back, everybody, and we welcome you back in for the fourth and final quarter, the final 8 minutes, banning overtime of a lot of coverage we've been able to provide here from the 3A North Region Championships, and the boys' championship game is underway in the fourth quarter. We get a foul on number 11, Jaden Lee, and for Jaden, that's foul number 4 in the game. That is not going to make Coach too happy. What, we got another giant hat? We got a giant, this time Chinle Wildcat hat. What do you call those big old giant hats? Fourth quarter underway. It's the 3A North Region Championship game between Page and Chinle. Northland Basketball is presented by the Sports Zone. I'm Floyd Simmons. That's Tyrese Stingley. Guarded by Aiden Kinlichey, and the shot no good. Rebound, Rainen Parker. Way downtown, and not going to happen for Parker. Joey Benali, Jacoby Daniels, and now Tyrese Stingley for the shot. It's no good, and it looks like the Wildcats are going to try to save one in, and just unable to do that. Well, I got to be honest with you. I got a book situation. My book isn't quite right. How about that? How about Jacoby Daniels? And Jacoby busting a 3 out there for the Sand Devils, who want a championship. No ifs, ands, or buts. They want a championship. Stingley for the shot. And that one no good. Back to the Wildcats. Oh, look at that shot and the foul. Off the bench and making an impact immediately is Clayton Bahi. And Clayton headed to the foul to the foul line. See what he can do on the foul committed just now by Caleb Nix. Caleb Nix, number 15 on the floor for Coach Smith. And Clayton misses just right. So it is Clayton Bahi's first points of the game. And with 6 minutes remaining in this championship game, Joey Benali will dial up a three. That does not go in. Clayton Bahi, the long carom for the rebound. Parker, right side, wide open. That shot, good for Kalen Denitsosi. Now approaching 5.5 minutes remaining. Every second, every minute precious in this game. 32-30. Top-seeded Sand Devils in front. Joey Benali on the right wing. Dribbles out. Kinlichi meets him. Joey working, fading. Shot no good. Tipped to Kinlichi for the rebound. Wildcats tied up right here. This is Clayton Bahi. And he is going to hit the deck and lose it out of bounds. Are you having fun yet? There's a whistle and a foul. Maybe not a foul. Here's the inbound. It was a foul, wasn't it? Joey Benali's third foul here in the game. Battle fight, and that one is picked up by Jacoby Daniels. He'll get a return pass into front court from Max Reed. Now Tyree Stingley calls something out. He's looking for a screen, goes opposite the screen from Herder. Shot good, no! Offensive foul called. Player control foul. Tyree Stingley. 2 fouls in the game on Tyree. It's a great angle to see it. I might want to have another look at that one here in a little bit. I might want to see that on the next dead ball, guys. Mark that replay. We want to look at it again. How about this? Big three, Rainen Parker. Rainen is an absolutely clutch player for the Wildcats, and that shot, perfect example. Deep outside, Tyree Stingley. He'll drop a pass off. Wildcats have gained the advantage. They are in front in this one, and we'll get a whistle, and we'll get a foul, and we'll get an inbound on the way here in just a moment. Yeah, it's Kinlichi. 3 in the game on Aiden now. Wildcats to set this one up. Clayton Bahi to guard the inbound pass. In it comes to Jacoby Daniels. Max Reed, and off the screen, Joey Benali, a little bit short. It's not been Joey's night so much. He does have 3 threes, but you feel like he's shot the ball a lot tonight. Just one of those games. Sometimes you just gotta keep shooting. When you're the teams or one of their go-to shooters, you just gotta keep shooting. And that's what coach expects. Here's the ball that goes out of bounds. And the inbound shortly for the Wildcats. .327 remaining in this boys championship game. Who gets goal basketball? We're gonna get a 5-second call. Jacoby Daniels was right there he was shadowing Rainen Parker. You see the count going right there. And Rainen didn't make the move. He was trying to direct this guy. You see him there. In the aftermath, he was trying to direct this guy to give him a screen. And we're going to get a Clayton Bahi foul. Clayton will check out. Jaden Lee will come in. Clayton's got a foul on his resume. Inbound. Joey Benali. Jaden Lee. Defensively on him. Benali. He likes that spot. Jaden Lee is not really giving him enough room to think too much about it. And Tyree Stingley is going to get fouled by Royston Tom. Royston thinks he got all ball right there, but I doubt that the replay is going to favor him on this. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, a good effort, but there's some arm in there. There's a little bit of the, maybe some of the elbow as well. Tyree Stingley ties the game at 33. It's been a very low-scoring game, hasn't it? How low? Sand Devils have only scored 4 points in the quarter, and the Wildcats have managed 8 points. The drive, Parker, that one won't go in for. Tapped out. Sand Devils with a chance to take the lead right here. Game coming down to it. All that you could bargain for right here. If you wanted a great championship game, you're getting it. Thanks to the Wildcats and the Sand Devils. Earlier today, a 53-42 victory for the Chinle ladies over Tuba City in the girls' championship game, and a turnover right there. Took too much time. Took too much time. The Wildcats won a timeout with 2:29 remaining in a tie ball game. The boys' championship game here in the 3A North. Northland basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
In years past, when you needed expert medical care, you may have overlooked one credible local healthcare provider. White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic is your destination for specialized care, orthopedics, podiatry, behavioral health, and advanced interventional pain management. And it's all closer than you think. Located in Springerville, White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Getting right down to the nitty-gritty of this one. 2.5 minutes remaining inbound for the Wildcats, and they'll take it deep outside to set an offense. Caleb Denitsosi drops it back to Raymond Parker for three. That's no good. Tapped. And Jaden Lee will save it in to Royston Tom, who gets it into Aiden Kinlichi. The spin, but the travel. Well, that play was going to be beautiful, wasn't it? Look at this. Look at the effort. Save it to your guy. Save it to your other guy. I don't know, man. I kind of like that move. I wouldn't be the world's greatest official, but I'd have let that one slide. I am not absolutely 100% positive that was a travel on Aiden Kinlichi. But hey, listen, that's why I do this, because I can't do that. Here's the shot. Stingley misses. Rebound down to Jaden Lee. Up the right side. Royston Tom to the middle. Denitsosi gives it up. Jaden Lee missed the shot. Rebound. And back outside for a three that goes for the Wildcats. Raymond Parker. The crowd erupts for the Wildcats on that big Raymond Parker three-point make. 1:20 remaining. Wildcats 2 timeouts. Sand Devils a bunch of timeouts. No good for Tyree Stingley. Rebound. Denitsosi. Now you've got to get points out of this possession if you're the Wildcats. Of course, it's not the difference in winning or losing, but if you get points right here, Jaden Lee, and he does, he provides them. You make it a 2-possession game. That's huge. Huge. Wildcats get it back. It's a 5-point advantage at half a minute. Got a foul. Talon Herder does just that. Raymond Parker. It's the guy that got fouled, and he'll take the inbound pass. Max Reed will have to foul him and send Raymond to the free throw line. What a finish. What a finish in this one. The Wildcats, can they close it out and win yet another gold basketball? Chinle makes a pretty good habit out of that. Parker at the line. Every free throw. I mean, the magnitude of the shots at the line right now cannot be overstated. 3 out of 3. I should say 2 out of 3 in the second half from the line for the team. That one a little bit off the mark, but a 6-point advantage. And Tyree Stingley trying to get 3 in a hurry. Talon Herder has to commit a foul. He fouls Royston Tom. Talon's got 4 fouls in the game now. And actually, that's 5. Talon just gave up his last foul. 19 seconds left. The hopes for the #1 seed, the Sand Devils, who had not been beaten in 3A North play this season. And we're 2-0 against the Wildcats, beating them by 4 the last time they played on January 28th. That was at the Wildcat Den. It looks like the Wildcats on a neutral floor are poised to return the favor. Royston Tom, and the shots are good for Royston. The Wildcats, well, they're getting close. There's a follow good for Tyree Stingley. Time ticking down. The Wildcats are going to win. They're going to be 3A North Region champions. They're fouled. Jaden Lee going to the line. And there just isn't enough time left. Mathematically, there's nothing the Sand Devils can do. The Wildcats are going to be 3A North Region champions. Get ready for the celebration. Sports Zone Nation, it's coming up in just a moment. And I think they're all going to celebrate. I can't wait to see even the coach, CJ Woods, see the level of exuberant post-game celebration from that young man. Jaden Lee missed. This is really more of a formality. He doesn't really need it, but man, he's not going to get it. Doesn't really matter. This is ball tipped out to the Wildcats. That's it. Get it in. Page might foul, but I don't think so. The look in, and that one tipped and controlled. Benali brings it up the floor, and he's going to shoot at the buzzer. Kind of sums up the Sand Devils' night here in Winter Rock, and that celebration tells you everything you need to know about the 3A North Region champions, the Chinle Wildcats. Hugs for everybody. How many times have we seen, it hadn't been every time, but we've seen it before. Chinle girls and now the Chinle boys, 3A North Region champions. Congratulations to Chinle. They have picked up their 18th victory of the year. 18-7 overall. They are having a great season. Or rather, it's 18-9 overall. Sand Devils are 19-6 now, 19-6. And the Sand Devils, the only team from the North Region that will play in the Copper State Championship tournament coming up. Starting on Wednesday, they will travel to Yuma Catholic for that game. And it will be a long, several days off, like over a week off for the Wildcats before they get to play in the 3A State basketball tournament. The coaches shake hands. C.J. Woods and his crew are the 3A North Region champions. Congratulations to the Chinle Wildcats. And now the postgame celebration will begin in earnest. The Wildcats, they just make a habit out of winning North Region championships. They've done it so many times. Let's start a discussion about our Sports Zone player of the game in this. And we're going to have a couple of players of the game. Look at Coach C.J. Woods. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it's just so fun, so great to have a young coach with that kind of energy, that kind of enthusiasm. You know, young coaches relate to the kids in ways that older coaches don't and just can't. It doesn't mean they're necessarily better coaches. Obviously, there are so many different ways to skin a cat and win a championship and wear a hat, by the way. There's different ways to wear a hat. That's one of the ways you wear a hat. That's one of the great ways to wear a hat, by the way. The Wildcats get a championship here in Winter Rock. Now we're going to give you a chance before we talk. Let me announce our players of the game. Raymond Parker and Jaden Lee are our Sports Zone players of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Now let's turn things over to the public address announcer.
Honorable mention.
As soon as we can.
Cole Curley.
See if we can get Nathan DeHosey, the public address announcer, on
Aiden
our
Murphy.
broadcast.
Isaiah Ivy. And Alfavero Reed Ortiz. Honorable mention from the Monument Valley Mustangs, Jaden Sosi. Makai Parrish. And Trent Tall. Honorable mention from the Page Sand Devils, Caleb Nix. And Jacoby Daniels. Honorable mention from the Tuba City Warriors, Ethan Shepard. Preston Hosky. Marai Billigody. And Jacob Shepard. Honorable mention from the Winter Rock Fighting Scouts, Xavier Young. Jaden Lilly. Isaac Hickson. And Derek Martinez. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to our honorable mention for 3A North boys. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will present to you the second team selection for 3A North boys. From the Page Sand Devils, Maximus Reed. From the Chinle Wildcats, Jaden Lee. From the Ganado Hornets, Kyron Totticini. From the Monument Valley Mustangs, Ralph Gray. From the Page Sand Devils, Jackson Smith. And from the Tuba City Warriors, Aiden Dugai. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the second team selection of the 3A North boys. And now we present to you the first team selections for 3A North boys. From the Window Rock Fighting Scouts, Makai Gilbert. From the Monument Valley Mustangs, Latrell Begay. From the Tuba City Warriors, Tyler Tizzini. From the Tuba City Warriors, DeAndre Whiterock. From the Chinle Wildcats, Aiden Kintlachi. And from the Page Sand Devils, Talon Herder. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the first team selections of the Arizona 3A North boys. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will present to you the 3A North Coach of the Year to the head coach of the Page Sand Devils, Justin Smith. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will present to you the 3A North Region Defensive Player of the Year. From the Window Rock Fighting Scouts, Jalen Brown. And now presenting to you the 3A North Region Offensive Player of the Year from the Page Sand Devils, Joseph Bonali. And now presenting to you the 3A North Region Boys Region Player of the Year from the Page Sand Devils, Tyree Stingley. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's give one more big round of applause to the 3A North Coach of the Year, Region Defensive Player of the Year, Region Offensive Player of the Year, and 3A North Region Player of the Year. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will present the tournament awards. Presenting to you the 3A North runner-up to the Page Sand Devils. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's give one more big round of applause to our 3A North Tournament runner-up, the Page Sand Devils. And now, presenting to you the 2025 Arizona 3A North Tournament champions to the Chinle Wildcats. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's give one more big round of applause to our tournament champions, the Chinle Wildcats.
The voice of Nate DeHosey, who had the privilege of being the public address announcer on this one today here at the Boys and Girls Championship Games at Window Rock. What an experience. What a great 3 days. And it's always the same, bittersweet when it comes to an end, but it always comes to an end with utter joy expressed by the teams that win that gold basketball. Congratulations to the Chinle Wildcats for doing it yet again. They've done it so many times over their history. We're going to get a chance to talk to our Sports Zone players of the game here in just a couple of moments. We'll have a word with Rainen Parker, number one on the roster, and 14 points in the game. Also, Jaden Lee scored 11 points in this game. Those two guys turning in fine performances to bring the gold basketball home to Chinle. We'll talk with head coach C.J. Woods in a moment, but give them some time to take some pictures and celebrate the win. And they're going to bring the cheerleaders in and give everybody a chance to celebrate, getting everybody involved. How about the offense, defensive players of the year, the player of the year in the region? Defensive player of the year was the guy that led the entire state in steals, Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown got it done, man. Congratulations. Jalen Brown, the junior from Window Rock, deserves his recognition as the defensive player of the year. Joey Benali did not have his finest hour today in the game. Shots not falling for Joey, and you know, they don't always fall. And yet, what a year for Joey. He played great all year long, and we have seen him at his finest. And there are few finer than him in the entire state of Arizona. Joey Benali, the offensive player of the year in the 3A North. And then unquestionably, the player of the year from the Sand Devils, Tyrese Stingley. And he absolutely, positively deserves that player of the year recognition that he got. And he played a great game, scored 16 points. Teammate Joey Benali with 10 points, but not enough in this one. The Wildcats got it done down the stretch. Wildcats get it done on the strength of maybe more of a working man's roster. You know, they don't have the guys that They don't have the guys that, score 30 points a game. They don't have that stuff. They just have guys that come out and play their hardest and play so well inside the system and, take care of business. That's what they do. And it produces greatness. It produces greatness. Years of developing a consistent, great program under Raul Mendoza. Then he handed the reins off to C.J. Woods. And C.J. Woods now for the last couple of years has been fantastic and continued to build on the great program. Let's talk to our Sports Zone players of the game. Welcome in to Winter Rock, everybody. Final score, Chinle 41, Page 35 in the 3A North Boys Championship game for 2025. Let's talk to our Sports Zone players of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And first up, it's Raynon Parker. Raynon, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
That is a great game, a great win. You've got to feel great right now.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah, what was that like? You're closing out the game, final moments. That great Page team, they're so good.
Yeah.
And you hadn't beaten them twice this year.
No.
And now here you go, when it counted most, championship game.
Yeah.
Tell me about the final moments of this one.
It was nerve-wracking, a nerve-wracking moment. I just went out there and I don't know. I was just in the moment. It felt great just to beat the team again.
So you led the team in scoring at 14 points, and that doesn't always win a game for you when your high point man's 14, but it was a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
A combination of good defense plus shots not falling for guys out there in a championship moment. But you hit 2 monster threes in that fourth quarter. Tell me about the feeling when those things go in.
When those things went in, all I was thinking about was next play.
Yeah.
Try to stop Page because they were going on a little run, and we just wanted to really win this game.
You're telling me you didn't sit there and dwell on the moment too long?
No. It was always just next play.
All right, Raynon. Listen, in Chinle, it's expected you're going to win the 3A North Championship. I'm not saying you do every single season, but it's kind of an expectation. This great program has won so many gold basketballs. When you came in and you became a leader this year at the beginning of the season, what did you feel like was expected of you?
At first, at the start of the season, what was expected was I was just going to be the point guard, just going to pass, get my guys open, and if I got my guys open, then I would get open. But towards the end of the season, we our team, we made the adjustments, and he just said, go out there, be a scorer, shoot, because he know I can shoot, and that's really what I did.
We've got a great shot of you shooting on our replay right there. You missed it, but our viewers got to see it. Last question for you, as I congratulate you. Does this give you some measure of confidence for the playoffs that are upcoming? You beat a team that, in my opinion, Page is a semifinal at least kind of team in the state. So now you guys have that confidence. What does that do for you with the playoffs coming up?
I just hope this run that we're going on goes into the playoffs and that we can dwell on that and hopefully bring back the 3A championship.
Happy for you, proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Raynon Parker is one of our Sports Zone players of the game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. What a game. By the Rain Man. Can I call him that? Would that be okay? Would he accept if I call your teammate Rain Man, would he be okay?
Yeah, he would be okay.
He'd be fine with that, right?
He's our top 3-point shooter on the team.
And he might be too young to know what the original Rain Man was.
Yeah.
I don't know if you do. All right, Jaden Lee is with us, and we want to congratulate Jaden. He is one of our Sports Zone players of the game. It's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. 41-35, Chinle win over Page in the 3A North Championship game, Jaden.
It's a tough game.
It's a championship game.
Yeah, tough game. Page has beat us twice, both in season. We went to their place. We lost by, I think it was 12. We had a scoreless second quarter, and then when they came to our place, they actually, some people would say they crashed our senior night. We had them, but we fell short, and then it just fueled our fire when we knew that we were going to play them in the regional championship.
Let me ask you what you would rather have won: the game at Page, the game at the Wildcat Den, or the game here tonight in Winter Rock?
Oh, this means everything. Yeah, we're going on 4 years without winning it, and it's glad to bring it back to where it's supposed to be in Chinle.
Yeah, and you guys have a high level of expectation. What does it mean to you? I mean, when you put that varsity uniform on for the Wildcats, what do you feel like the expectation is upon you?
Oh, the expectation is very high. You know, when I put the uniform on, it means everything to me. The numbers on the letters on the front, the numbers on the front and back. I remind you who I'm playing for. My family, the coaches, my school, representing a lot.
And you guys did it. You
Yeah.
You brought the gold ball back. You're a junior, right?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
So, and you're not going to lose a lot to
Yeah.
graduation. This team's going to bring back a lot.
Yeah, we only have, I think it was 7 seniors this year.
Does it feel like there is a lot left for you guys to accomplish?
Oh, yes, definitely. There's a lot more left to accomplish. We have a very strong young core group in our sophomores in both Danny Hallwood and Colin Laughing.
Well, listen, Jaden, I love your game. I love the way you play. I love you have this length that seems to come out. You're like Stretch Armstrong, man, when you're running out there. I don't know if you know Stretch Armstrong. You're out there, and you just got some great length. You make plays, and today you did it. Without your effort, this team doesn't win a championship. We want to congratulate you and throw you that rock there, right, okay?
All right.
Congratulations,
All right,
Jaden
thank
Lee.
you.
Yep, one of our Sports Zone players of the game for the Chinle Wildcats. They win today. They have knocked off the Page Sand Devils by a final count of 41-35. Let's get that sharp-dressed man on the microphone right there.
Well, it got a little bit better.
You do.
Woo!
What do you
Look
got?
at that, sports media. Woo! Yes.
Look at that.
Hey, I'm gonna wear this shirt every day till it starts smelling at practice.
Okay. Okay. It's your lucky shirt, huh? All right. Did you play football?
I did.
Do you remember your undershirts in football? How you get halfway in the season, they're like bricks.
Dude, it was wet.
They don't bend. They don't bend.
It was so wet.
You
I
remember
brought
that.
2 every game.
You remember that.
Yes.
Talking to head coach C.J. Woods of Chinle, they beat Page in the 3A North Boys Championship game 41-35. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. Well, the expectations are high, man. You can't coach long in Chinle and not win championships, and hope to be happy and hope for people to be very and you brought him a gold basketball home, Coach.
It's the first time since before COVID it's been back. And so I think the hardest thing during all of this has been the amount of pressure our boys have had when you have a group of only one starter really returning that they had to live up to expectations. So we're just extremely proud of the boys. They get a chance to breathe for a sec, hey, we did it. We've worked. And then I think the other thing that was kind of cool is that when we came here last year, we talked about one starter, but we had Caleb, Roy, Jaden, Rainen, and Aiden that we put on the bench. And so we got to talk about, okay, this is what happened last year, and this is the adjustments we need to make. And I think they went through the adjustments. So anyway, so happy for the boys.
Coach, one of the comments I made about your team a little while ago is that you don't really have a superstar roster. There's not one or two guys that just, they jump off the page all the time. You get performances for sure, but it's more of a blue-collar, hard-working, yeoman kind of roster, right?
Yeah, you're right. It is. You're like, all right, let's see who's going to score the ball today. But we know that we have to have our pride in what we do defensively, how hard we work. And we talk about hard work. What we did about 2 weeks ago is we started running a 1.5 mile timed before practice, a 1.5 mile time after practice, and then we run during practice.
Wow.
And so our kids have ran and ran. So when the halftime, we just put up 3, we go 3 miles. 3 miles.
3 miles.
We're doing 3 miles a day.
That's what that is.
And so that's kind of, I think, where that mindset started coming. And so
I like it, Coach.
Yes.
I like it. Turning that, doing a football thing right there, which is the suffering together. Really brings guys together and bonds them. I'm gonna have to think about that with our Sports Zone Radio broadcast team. I'm gonna have to think about maybe we run a mile before a game and a 1.5 miles after the game. I'm gonna think about that, Coach. Well, listen, I'll give you one last word here to talk about your team, the championship. You're the 3A North Region champions, Coach.
Yep.
My goodness. Got to be a great feeling.
It's a great feeling. Again, you talk about a kit team of a bunch of young guys. We have 4 freshmen here right now. And so the amount of work that these kids have had to do, the amount of improvement they've had to have, the amount of pressure. This has been a year of a lot of pressure. I'm not going to lie to you. We have felt it from the fans. We've felt it from the community. And so for our kids to come in and come together and succeed and do this against a really good Page team. I'm putting money on it. That Yuma Catholic Page game, I want to take work off and go watch that. That's going to be a fantastic game.
Yeah.
So
no
so
doubt
proud
about it.
of our boys.
Well, Coach, you got a long break, before you play your first playoff game. How long is it? Like 8 days or something like that?
Do you know who we play?
Tell me.
I'll just say. That thing is going to be rocking.
Chinle
Alchese is a game that you have got to go to.
Wow.
The crowd's loud, so we're excited for that one.
Wow. Well, you'll get a long break. Alcacel will get a long break. Somebody
Yep.
got to stay in game mode, but I'm sure you'll be ready to go when it's time, okay? Coach, congratulations. Enjoy your championship victory.
Woo! And I'll enjoy this shirt. I'm a little bit more excited for this one. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You got it. CJ Woods, the head coach and athletic director at Chinle High School, and he brings the gold basketball back. The trophy has been awarded to the Chinle Wildcats, and they get a win. 41-35, the victory in this one over the Page Sand Devils. What a game. What a game, and 2 great games. Congratulations to the Chinle boys and the Chinle girls for their 3A North Region Championship wins today here in Window Rock. What a tournament put on by the 3A North Region Tournament Committee, the athletic directors. A great job here at Window Rock High School, as they always do. They've got a great staff. Their administration is top-notch. The facilities people, nobody better, and I tip my hat to them. Well done by everybody. Malcolm Young in particular, the guy who spearheads everything out here, I just want to give him a special shout-out. But it's everybody involved. They all did a great job, and the hospitality here for us at the Sports Zone has just been, as always, second to none, and we're so grateful and so thankful for that. Thank you, folks, for joining us. Thanks for participating in our first pay-per-view event, and in the future there'll be maybe more of those. We're working out how the Sports Zone will be able, on into the future, with the loss of some key financial partners of ours, just because they had to make business decisions on their own with some changes they've had. We're working out how the Sports Zone can continue on into the future to bring what we have created as we think the greatest high school basketball product in the country, Northland basketball. And so thank you so much, everybody, for participating with us here, being a part of it, and joining us here at the 3A North Region Basketball Tournament. A big thank you goes out to our broadcast team led by our producer, Derek Simmons. Our technical director has been Julio K. On camera for us, Leonard Keone, and providing special assistance, Jessica K. as well tonight. For the entire crew, I am Floyd Simmons. Thanking you for joining us, saying God bless you, everybody, and congratulating the Chinle Wildcat boys for a 41-35 victory over the Page Sand Devils in the boys 3A North Region Championship game. We'll be back on the air on Tuesday with a Copper State bracket tournament playoff game for the girls. We'll let you know in the next days what game that will be. So pay attention to the Sports Zone Radio Facebook page and find out more about that. Until then, for the entire crew, Floyd Simmons saying good night, everybody, from Window Rock, and have a great, great weekend.